few new to me brands this month that I was very excited with the results of, so I do want to share those with you guys along with a majority of the other sales that I had on Poshmark and eBay throughout the month of September. One change that I made to my strategy was to adjust my offers to likers from 20% off to 25% off. So now anytime somebody goes in and likes an item that's in my Poshmark closet, PrimeLister will automatically send them a 25% off offer. I've been using PrimeLister for the better part of like 2.5 years now, and they are the sponsor of today's video. So I do want to quickly go over how I've updated my strategy and just talk quickly about PrimeLister so that if you do not already have a Poshmark automation service or you do not like the one you're currently using, I think PrimeLister is a really great option, and I'll just show you a couple things that I personally love about the Poshmark automation tool that PrimeLister offers. So I'm here on PrimeLister, and these are my stats from the last 7 days. So it's nice to be able to just quickly check in with how things are going in my Poshmark closet. But the thing that I really like the absolute most to use on PrimeLister is under the automations. I have my offers to likers set to 25% off with no shipping discount. So I actually did used to have a shipping discount, and I took it out and increased the offer that I send to anybody who likes an item in my Poshmark closet. And I have noticed that sales have been increasing with this strategy. I don't know if it's just because I'm offering off a little bit more, so it's a better incentive to the buyer, but I wasn't sure how that was going to go with no discount. But I gotta say, I have been pretty surprised at how well this new strategy is working. So that is one thing that I really love to use on PrimeLister. And then I also like to use their relist tool. Now I have my automatic relisting set for every 30 days. Listings older than that will automatically relist. There's really not a lot of limitations as far as what you can do, so I like that a lot. And then there are tons of other features about PrimeLister that I'm not going to get into, but if you do want to see all the other features and just give PrimeLister a go, you can definitely sign up for a 14-day trial using my link in the description and just see if you like it. You get a free trial, and then if you do decide to sign up, you'll get 30% off of your first month. Thank you, PrimeLister, for being an incredible sponsor of this channel, and let's hop into the sales. All right, first up is a kind of lower sale price one, but still a good flip nonetheless, and it is this Fig Slim Katarina One Pocket Scrub Top. This sold for $12 on Poshmark, and this brand Figs is a pretty good scrubs brand to be on the lookout for, so I do like to sell these, but they definitely don't sell for much. I did have it listed at 25, sold it for 12, made $6.69 in profit, but it took 31 days to sell, so I would definitely call that a quick flip, but pretty low profit. So that is purely a Goodwill outlet pickup for me. Wouldn't spend more than a couple dollars, but I don't ever really expect that to sell for more than 20, so that's pretty much the price point that it typically lands in. Next up is this Patagonia Slim Fit t-shirt with organic cotton material. This sold for $18 on Poshmark. I don't think this was a super fast flip, but I don't remember it sitting for a long time. 28 days, okay, under a month. That was actually a pretty quick flip. And that left me with $11.08 in profit. These are pretty good items to find, and I heard someone recently say that Patagonia isn't selling for them, and I am not having that experience at all. I think Patagonia is selling pretty much just as well as it ever has for me. Some items won't sell for a ton, and they might take a little longer than others, but I am not having any problems personally over here selling Patagonia. Next up is this pair of Hudson low-rise Pop Signature bootcut jeans. I used Y2K as a keyword because of the style of the bootcut leg. These sold for $45 on Poshmark, so that was a very good sale. And that left me with $34.05 in profit. Did take a while. Those took 216 days, so definitely would not call those a quick flip, but especially being a Goodwill outlet pickup, very low cost of good, and a pretty solid sale price at $45. That did leave me with a good profit in the end. Then I sold this pair of cool Cabo casual shorts, lightweight hiking, outdoor. Definitely used some keywords in there. I've been liking using the keyword lightweight for outdoor items in particular, just because I know when people travel and pack items that they're bringing on trips, to go hiking and various things, I think lightweight is something that they want, when they're packing. So that's a keyword that I really have been trying to use more lately and think it actually might be helping for certain items. So I just wanted to make a note of that. But this, I did accept an offer for $20 on these, and I remember thinking this was the very tail end, you know, September is pretty much the tail end of summer, so I figured I was just happy to see those move out before we change seasons, and shorts, you know, probably will be selling a lot slower. So good sale there. That was another Goodwill outlet pickup. Spent $1.72, left me with $14.28 in profit, and they took a little over 2 months to sell. Next is a pair of Driftwood Colette high-rise jeans. I used boho as a keyword. And here's the tag. I did try to get the marker that Goodwill marked the price on. Tried to get that off and couldn't, so of course took a nice close-up picture so the buyer knew that was on there. And didn't really matter, they sold for $37. This I do believe get at a regular, yes, I spent $12.99 on those. Listed them at $50, they sold for $37. That left me with $16.61 in profit. Still a great profit there. And those took 65 days to sell. So I really do like selling driftwood. I've only found it a few times, but it does sell for a decent sale price. It doesn't always sell quickly, but I do think every time I've sold it so far, it has sold for $30 or more. So it's a brand I am for sure on the lookout for. Next, another kind of lower price sale, but still a good one nonetheless. It's a Project Social Tee Urban Outfitters sweatshirt. Had these tigers on it, and this one I'm pretty positive had a good amount of stains kind of throughout. So I took a ton of pictures and just made sure the buyer knew exactly what they were getting. So that is very important to me. I try really hard to make note of all the stains and flaws, because the last thing I want is for an item to get returned for things not being disclosed. And sometimes you do miss it, you cannot help but make mistakes at times. But if I see there are stains or holes, I 100% will take as many pictures as I can to cover my bases. But this sold for $13. This was a Goodwill outlet pickup and left me with $7.75 in profit. Nothing crazy at all. Took 181 days to sell. That was a brand, I think I've only sold it maybe a couple times. So, you know, not one to necessarily be on the lookout for, but if the style is good, which I did think this one was with the tiger details and print, it can be a good flip, or decent flip, I should say. This next sale was over on eBay, and it's this Barefoot Dreams Cozy Chic Light Knit Ocean Breeze Poncho Beach Coastal Grandma. That's all the keywords. But this was a Barefoot Dreams poncho, and I really do like selling Barefoot Dreams. It doesn't always sell very fast. Sometimes does, but this one was a pretty quick flip actually. I didn't get that one that long ago. Got it at the bins. Left me with about $20 in profit and took just over a month to sell. Then I sold this Columbia PFG checkered button front shirt, and PFG is their performance fishing gear line. So this is one of the few Patagonia lines, I guess I would say, that I would get. I do like to pick up Columbia PFG, and then I do pick up older style, like vintage Columbia ski jackets. I sold a Vamoose ski jacket once, and then I did just recently pick up a Bugaboo kind of retro looking ski jacket that I'm expecting to be a pretty good flip. But I don't pick up a majority of the Columbia that I see, so for me PFG can be a good sale. This sold for $18, was a bins pickup, and this is a lightweight item. This is another one actually I probably should have put lightweight in the title, just because this is definitely something somebody would pack for a fishing trip, and lightweight might be something they look up. So it did still sell, didn't need to put lightweight, but that could have been a good keyword to add. This item, this LL Bean fleece jacket, was the oldest item in my inventory. So I was thrilled when I received a $12 offer on this. And yeah, I've had that one listed for so long. Let's see, 950 days that took to sell, and left me with just, about $771 in profit. So yeah, wasn't really, definitely was regretting picking that one up, I will say, and just, I should have left this behind, but as far as LL Bean goes, I think the style needs to be a little more there and substantial. This was a very simple, basic item, and eventually it did sell, so, you know, and it did leave me with a profit. I didn't lose money on it, so that's great, but wouldn't pick that up again. Next up is this Miu Miu cotton scoop neck baby doll tank top. This one actually did take quite a long time to sell as well. And I remember going back in and adding the keyword baby doll just to put a little more of the style keyword in there. And I think that could have helped it sell because it then eventually did sell. So that could have been a factor. But as far as this sale goes for Miu Miu, I would have expected it to be a higher price sale. This is a designer brand and a very expensive brand, but this was a very simple item, didn't have too much going for it, and so it did take quite a long time to sell. But that one also was a Goodwill Outlet pickup, so I spent $1.72, had it listed at $50, accepted an offer for $22, and was left with $15.88 in profit. Took 509 days to sell, so definitely over a year. And hopefully if I find Miu Miu again, it'll be something a little more substantial and exciting. Next is this pair of Lululemon Power Through high-rise tight cropped leggings. I love this color of Lulu leggings. And they still have the rip tag, so probably a newer item. So pretty good sale there, it's $35. And that left me with $26.02 in profit. It took 109 days to sell. Okay, this was a new to me brand, and I did end up accepting an offer. So I had these listed at $125, and it's this pair of Kasubi Chich black wax jeans, slim fit, punk, emo, goth. I used those keywords, and that sold on eBay for $65. I did accept an offer. And I did counter with the buyer, and he kind of was like, you know, staying strong at $65. And I felt like even though that was about half off of my listing price, that was still a very good sale price, especially when I spent under $3. So that left me with $51.17 in profit. And they took 2 weeks to sell. So this is a brand to be on the lookout for. And I was very excited with how this sale went. So quick flip. It did have a good amount of attention too on eBay. So I'll definitely continue to be on the lookout for that brand. Then I sold this Icebreaker women's base layer body fit 260 pure merino wool pullover top. This sold for $45 on Poshmark. And I have only found Icebreaker I think twice, and it sold well both times. I think it sold actually right at the same price point 2 times. So that is a great brand to be on the lookout for. And that left me with $34.72. Took 143 days for that to sell. Especially with ski and snowboarding season coming up, any good base layers like Smart Wool, or even probably Prana or Sorel or Mountain Hardware, definitely Icebreaker and Smart Wool, maybe REI Co-op, but any good base layer you find, it's a good time to list if you're not paying too much and they're in good condition, and then definitely use the keyword base layer. This next sale was kind of a regret after I picked it up, because when I brought it home I realized this is a fast fashion brand. It's called Romwe. Let me know if you've heard of this brand. I had never heard of this brand before. This was new to me, but so it was this Romwe cropped ribbed turtleneck top, and the embroidered mushroom details is why I grabbed it. I thought it was a very cute sweater, good style, but when I realized that this probably was being sold for literally this price, I would say, I was kind of kicking myself for picking it up, but I decided to still list it, and it did sell actually quite quickly to my surprise. And it had a good amount of attention. Oh, here it is. Okay, it only has 2 people that liked it. but I felt like it had a good amount of, maybe I'd relisted it once, I don't remember, but it took 30 days, so that was pretty quick. But you know, it only left me with under 5 in profit, but surprisingly a quick flip for being such a low quality item, fast fashion brand. I was kind of surprised, but you know, it did only sell for $10. I think this was probably the lowest sale price on this list. So not a great one, but kind of better than I expected as far as how quickly it ended up selling. Next is this Patagonia Girls Micro D Snap Tee Fleece Jacket, and this sold for $30 very quickly. I didn't get that one that long ago at all. It took 3 days to sell. Left me with $21.32 in profit. I really love selling Patagonia, and I pick it up pretty often when I find it. If it's in good condition and I'm at the bins, it's most likely coming home with me. Great sale there. All right, next is this Soft Surroundings blazer jacket. I don't know how to say this word, but I think that was the style name. And this took a long time to sell. So I remember thrifting this at Savers in Connecticut, definitely over a year ago when I was on the East Coast still. And so I paid $7.19, listed it at $65, ended up selling for $33. And that left me with $19.21 in profit, so decent profit in the end, but yeah, it took 554 days for this blazer to sell. I think eventually I did end up finding a stock photo. For a long time this was my cover photo, which is not a bad cover photo, but I think the way, seeing it styled with this ruffle top under it and just the whole look of it, I think actually might have helped it sell, because I added this stock photo in not too long ago, and then it did end up selling. So sometimes a stock photo can really help an item out. Then I sold this pair of Gymshark Flex cycling shorts. These sold on Poshmark for $17. This was a bins pickup, and Gymshark is kind of a bread and butter brand for me, I would say. I never expected to sell more than like $25 at the max. And sometimes it can sell pretty quickly, but other times it does sit for a while, so it can be a little bit hit or miss. This one did take under 3 months, which isn't bad, 73 days. Only left me with $5.61 in profit. Oh, and I didn't even get those at the bins. I got that at a regular Goodwill, $7.99. Wow, I'm kind of surprised I picked that up actually at a regular Goodwill. But, you know, still did leave me with a profit, not a great one. This typically is a bins brand for me, so I'm not 100% sure. I think I just thought the style was good, and I probably just felt like I knew they would sell, and they did. So yeah, but I actually don't really recommend getting Gymshark unless you're only paying a couple dollars for it. All right, next is this Torrid pullover sweater, and this was an older style. On the tag, I think it said 2016 or 2017. So I knew it was an older style, but I really think that hearts, like a heart print or stars print, are timeless, and they just seem to always do really well. So that was the reason that I grabbed this. And it didn't sell for much, as to be expected with Torrid, but it did sell relatively quickly, if I remember. Yeah, 44 days. Left me with $7.69 in profit. I will take it. But if you do find an item in good condition with heart print, stars print, those are the ones really coming to mind. Those can definitely do well, even if it is kind of an older item, as long as it's in good condition still. People kind of are always on the lookout for those. Then I sold this Vince Pima Cotton Blend V-neck pullover top. This was extremely lightweight at the bins, and so it was an easy pickup, but this did actually take a long time to sell. So eventually did sell for $22, but let's see here, it took 612 days. Eventually left me with $15.93 in profit, so good profit in the end, but definitely a pretty slow turnaround time for that one. Then some good old Madewell Cali Demi bootcut jeans. These sold for $25 on Poshmark. Frayed hem, high rise, got a cropped ankle. So good style there with the boot cut and the, you know, kind of slightly frayed hem, definitely a boho look. That pair took 83 days to sell. I had them listed at 40, and then I accepted an offer for 25. Pretty good sale there. And then kind of funny, the very next sale was a pair of Madewell maternity Cali Demi bootcut jeans. And these ones sold for $20, another offer that I accepted. And I really like finding Madewell maternity jeans. They sell actually usually pretty quickly, and these were no different. Those took 20 days, left me with a little over $8 in profit. I did get those out of regular Goodwill, so I think just knowing that maternity jeans sell quickly for Madewell, I decided to pick those up, and the buyer got a great deal and I also made a profit, so kind of a win-win there. Next is this Peter Millar quilted vest, outdoor travel, lightweight. There's that lightweight again, and travel I guess is another good one to use. So here is this Peter Millar tag. I don't know if this is the older one or newer one, but I know there's a different Peter Millar tag that I've seen as well. But this vest sold for $35 on Poshmark, and this I do believe was a bins find. Yes, paid $263, sold for $35. Left me with $25.37 and sold in 21 days, which is great because some Peter Millar can sit for a little while. So I think the time of year, seasonality, really helped this one sell pretty quickly. But maybe just outdoor pieces by Peter Millar do better, because I think the item that I'm thinking of that's sitting right now is a button-down shirt. So maybe just outerwear might do better for this brand. I'm not really sure. Let me know if you know, or if you have sold Peter Millar before. Then I sold this Beach Lunch Lounge striped button front top, and this sold for $25, which is actually a pretty solid sale price for this brand. And this is not a brand I would spend more than a couple dollars on, but for a low cost of good, I will take it and sell it for 25 bucks. You know, that's a very good sale. But I do remember this one sitting for a bit, so that did take 168 days, but left me with $18.08 in profit, so good sale there. Next is this pair of Koi 701 Petite Lindsay Black Cargo Scrub Pants. This is my other favorite scrubs brand to find other than Thigs. I think I might like this one even more. It's called Koi. It typically sells really well for $18 to $28. I think that's the range that it sells for me. But I like that they have this cargo style pants, definitely a more, modern take on scrub pants. So I think that people are on the lookout for this brand. And that was a pretty decent sale there. It took only 7 days to sell. Left me with $11.72 in profit. Great sale, great brand to be on the lookout for. Then I sold this airy oversized crew neck sweatshirt, and exactly what usually happened with this sale. I listed at 25 and accepted an offer for 20. I swear every single time I sell an airy crew neck, well, not every single time, but almost every single time I list it at 25 and it sells for 20. So if I find a good oversized airy crew neck in good condition at the bins, I buy it for $2 or $3, list it for 25, and then I'm telling you, $20 is the sweet spot for that. And it took under a month. Left me with $13.37 in profit. Then an eBay sale. This is an Averex King Poker Card graphic t-shirt. Had it listed at 20, accepted an offer for 15. Solid sale there. Here's that tag. Didn't know the brand, but I thought the t-shirt looked cool and figured it would be probably an eBay sale, and it was, so that worked out. Quick flip. Didn't buy that long ago. 42 days, left me with a little over $9 in profit. Then this is an Nike ACG t-shirt, loose fit. This I listed at 25, and then again I accepted an offer for 15, I believe. Yes, left me with $8.87. Took under a month, very quick. This was a little bit of a heavier duty, I guess just heavyweight material. Maybe I should have put that in in the title. Let me know what you put if it's an ID. Let me know what you put in the title if it is a heavier item. Do you put heavyweight or do you put something else? I feel like there's another word for that I can't think of right now. But I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. When it's that really nice, like thick cotton, sturdy, maybe that's the word. I don't know. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about and if you have a good keyword for heavier weight t-shirts. All right, just a handful more to go. This is a Taylor Swift Karma Is My Boyfriend cropped ringer shirt. This I flipped from, or I took it out of my own closet and flipped it. I never actually wore this. It's not really my style, but I love that song and, you know, gotta love some Taylor Swift merch. So I did have this in my closet and decided since I never wear it, I need to sell it. Sold for $28. I had it listed at $38 and then it did sell for $28 with the 25% off offer that Primal Store sent out. So that was a good sale. And that took only 12 days, left me with $22.40 in profit. All right, then I sold this pair of Everlane The Day ballet flats. These took so long to sell. I should not have picked them up. They weren't in very good condition. They were a little bit beat. So that was my fault. I should have left them. Great stock photos here, but the pair I had was a little more worn. Eventually they did sell for $15 on Poshmark and they left me with $10.54 in profit. Took 704 days, so by no means a fast flip. I'm pretty much only sticking to higher quality materials and in sweaters primarily when it comes to Everlane. Jeans don't sell well for me, their shoes don't sell well for me, so it's a brand I've become pretty picky with. And then I sold this Aritzia Wilfred Free Divinity Romper jumpsuit. I used preppy and tennis for some keywords. This sold for $30 on Poshmark. I knew when I saw it that this is a really good style. And I found a good stock photo also for that. So sold for $30. I originally had it listed at $40. Sent out those 25% off offers, the buyer accepted, and that took only 20 days to sell. So great sale there. My next sale on Poshmark was this Intimately Free People slip dress. Had a really nice ruffled hem, scoop neck, some lace detailing, and this is that Intimately Free People tag here. Sold for $18 on Poshmark, and that left me with $11.72. Took 13 days, so that was a nice and fast flip. Alrighty, then lastly is this Viore crop workout tank top with a built-in bra. This one I also had listed for $38 and Primal Store sent out the 25% off offer. It sold for $28 and in true Viore fashion, it sold the exact same day that I listed it. Left me with almost 21 in profit. A great sale, and it just reiterates to me why I continue to be excited whenever I find Viore. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and please let me know down in the comments how your sales have been, if they're a little better this month than they were in July and August. Mine definitely are, and I am very happy about that. So let me know how yours have been. Thank you for watching, and thank you again to Primal Store for sponsoring the video. I hope you guys all have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.